Back in 2022, I fell in love with a film called Sisu. All right. It was the top pick of the year when it came to choosing my top 10 favorite films of 2022. It was just so freaking violent and just so touching and original. So when I found out that they were making a sequel, I got really excited. All right. I'm here to tell you about Sisu Road to Revenge. All right. This takes place 2 years after the events of the last movie. And now our main character is dismantling his house because it's in an unsafe location and he wants to rebuild it somewhere safe. Him and his dog, of course. That cute puppy is back and I love that. All right. So, anyways, things don't go as smoothly as you think they would for him because the man who killed his family is now hunting him down. This man is the reason our main character went on a rampage killing all these Nazis in the first movie. But somehow our main character knew that this might happen somehow, which is a little weird to me because he sits off in this truck and it kind of becomes like Mad Max Fury Road, people hunting him down, trying to kill him, and him evading them. But he has all these traps and booby traps set throughout the whole land, kind of like Kevin McAllister on the road. And it's weird because everything thrown at this guy, he already thought out and he has a way to kind of essentially kill his enemies and get off scot-free and progress further. There's so many times where you think this character should die, but it's like, no, he's safe or he can't get out of this situation, but he does. It's just a little too easy for him. Even though there are some moments where he gets his ass handed to him. But I'm not going to spoil what exactly happens to him. When you see the movie, I think you'll understand if you see the movie. Um, but I gotta say, there's like a bunch of different chapters like in the first movie, but it didn't feel earned or natural like it did in the first one. The first film felt real and grounded in reality, whereas this one kind of felt more cartoonish and like they were trying to outdo themselves in the first one, and they lost what made that first film so special. I don't know. I could be wrong. I liked it. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't love it like I loved Sisu. Now, the action in this movie is whew, so stellar. All right. The set pieces are great, but like I said, they're trying too hard and it comes off kind of desperate to me. And another thing that kind of took me out of it was the use of green screen in some scenes was like whew, super noticeable and bad. And there's this whole act of this film, a chapter of the film, where our main character is being attacked by these fighter jets. And these planes look so poorly made with CG. It's like, what? And some of this stuff seems like it maybe might have been on purpose, but you know it's budgetary and they tried the best they could, but it just looks so fake because the first movie felt so practical and raw and real, and this one's just like, no, we're just gonna throw CG in here and green screen, and it would be fine if this movie was kind of a grindhouse B exploitation style film, but that's not where its roots were. And if it wants to go in that direction, going forward, fine, I guess. But I feel like you're alienating some of your audience who love the first one. Now, I will say our main actor here, who plays Corpy, I think his name is. I don't know. I'm butchering it. Uh, I feel like they don't really say his name ever, but I think that's his name. Jorma Tommila, I think, is the actor. He is so emotive with his face, and he's so freaking badass and believable as this older grizzled man who just kicks ass, and he takes so many beatings, but he gives it back tenfold. And his enemy here, Igor, I think his name is played by the great Stephen Lang. But I feel like he's a little underutilized here. He just pops up here and there, and it's like they only had him for a few days, it felt like. And even his final battle with our main character felt a little rushed. And shit, I feel bad saying this, but this movie just was a little bit of a letdown for me. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it as much as I was hoping I would. If you're a fan of the first one, you'll probably like it, but tamper your expectation because you probably won't love it. And I've said that multiple times, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop myself here. All right. The score, the score is so unrelentingly fabulous and pulse pounding. It'll have you revved up and ready for action at any moment in this movie. And I got to tell you, the breakout of this movie is the dog. The dog performer here is so damn cute and adorable. I loved every second he was on screen. But there's also a sense of danger because he's in the car, he's in the action, he's in the shit with our main character. And it's like, oh no, is this poor doggy gonna get hurt? I hope not, because it's always lurking in the shadows that it could get hurt. And I'm praying it didn't. But I'm not gonna spoil what might happen. You gotta check this one out for yourself. If you happen to have liked this review, why not hit like and subscribe to stay in the loop? Because I'm putting out daily videos right here on this platform. And if you happen to like a little thing called entertainment podcasts, I have one of those for you. It's called Movie Toast, news and reviews, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you, and please stay toasty.